Hello, amigos! We are crocodile people! Snug is giving his opinions on how the rest of us are living. We agree, of course, your grace. How much is your crocodile jacket? How much is your crocodile suitcase? They are crocodile people, they all have attitude. They live in a crocodile state of mind, they all wear crocodile shoes. They are crocodile people, they all have attitude. They live in a crocodile state of mind, they all wear crocodile shoes. And it's written from her wonderland. She's alone with all her fears. Mary Poppins went to read her, 'cause her life was one big acid trip left without crocodile souvenirs. They are crocodile people, they all have attitude. They live in a crocodile state of mind, they all wear crocodile shoes. They are crocodile people, they all have attitude. They live in a crocodile state of mind, they all wear crocodile shoes. Крокодиловая куртка, крокодиловый дворец, крокодиловая самка, крокодиловый самец. You're just looking for a reason of why your life is like a prison. The truth is catching up with the liar. Lock the cage with you inside and light your crocodile skin on fire. Wow! We're all crocodile people, we all have attitude. We live in a crocodile state of mind, we all wear crocodile shoes. We're all crocodile people, we all have attitude. We live in a crocodile state of mind, we all wear crocodile shoes.
Hello, hello, welcome. You're listening to Maker Park Radio. My name is Edka. You're listening to Electrosteam radio show. Today is March 22nd, 2019, and the time is 2:05 in New York. The spring is coming, and rain season as well. It's been pouring rain for the last 2 days, and at least here on Staten Island. My greetings to all of you out there who is listening or watching this show at Maker Park Radio. Today I am glad and honored that I have a very special guest, multiple guests in the studio, and who are joining our show. They are sitting next to me, to my left, or to your right if you're watching us online, such as live stream, Facebook, or at makerparkradio.nyc. And the name of the person who is standing right next to me has to be, I have to prepare you guys for who this person is. So I want to say that the opening track to this show is called Crocodile People, and it belongs to the man who spent the last 30 years of his lifetime as a frontman of a very popular and successful Moscow-based and now New York-based band called Nogusvelo. He has been in the spotlight of entertainment business on both sides of the Atlantic Ocean. As they say, talented people are talented in everything, and therefore, besides carrying on a burden of being a musician, he is also a producer, an actor, a performer, a stuntman, and much, much more. He is spending a good deal of his time traveling. And just recently, last week, he visited Kamchatka region and the city of Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsk, which is in the northern Russian port of Kamchatka Peninsula. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, fans and family, Max Pokrovsky.
Hi everyone. Happy to Hi everyone, guys. Edik and Edik, I'm really happy to see you once again, and I'm happy to be on this radio once again. So I am with my lovely wife Tanya, with our friend, our colleague, part of our team, Anya. So we are 5 people here in the studio, and yeah, Edik, when we were talking successful. It's a weird joke, but I'm a weird person, so I can start my short monologue with you say very successful band. It's obviously need to say successful band, okay?
Very successful.
Very successful.
That's
sounded
for sure.
like that, yeah.
Yes, and when you talk about Kamchatka remembers me and my subscribers on my VK, which is of contact. It's Russian, like Russian Facebook. So Kamchatka remembers me. Let's say peninsula. So good word, peninsula, man. Even
Peninsula.
Even if I emphasize my Russian accent, peninsula is so good.
Successful peninsula. How about that?
Successful peninsula.
Of course, yes. So, thanks, Max. That's an amazing intro. Yes, but let me introduce who is in the studio with us. Max Pokrovsky to my left, the frontman and the leader of as I said, Moscow.
Everybody is to your left. Everyone is to your left. There is no one to your right. Man.
No one at all. Exactly. So. Max himself, he's the lead singer and composer and a producer of the band Nogusvelo. In English, it translates as...
All right. This is a special part of our conversation. So, the direct translation of Nogusvelo is, "Oh, F-word me. I have a cramp in my leg." For example, if I swim, if the water is cold, I say, "Oh, F-word me. I have a cramp in my leg." But it's a long translation. So
well, yes, then the name of the band, I have a cramp in my leg. But next to Max Pokrovsky, Ed Lukyanov, who is a co-host to this show, to Electrosteam. His stage name is Edvik.
You got it?
You got it, right. Next to Edvik, a team member of Nogusvelo, Anya. Anya? I don't know Anya's last name, so you're welcome to say your name to the microphone.
I have an Italian one. It's Matarazzo.
Matarazzo.
It's also very beautiful.
Very beautiful name, yes. And next to Anya, we have another team member of Nogusvelo, Tatiana Pokrovskaya, who is a manager, an organizer, and beloved half of Max Pokrovsky.
Beloved half, yeah. Tanya is waving her hand and says, "Hello, everyone."
Let's switch the cameras. There we go. Okay, sounds good. Let's take a small break in our chat and get right back to music. The next track I would like to play is called English Alphabet. Stay tuned.
It's earthquake shake. It's not English alphabet.
Где English alphabet?
Русский алфавит. По-русски мы сейчас идем.
A for asshole, B for bear. C for dog and D for dick.
You are listening to Maker Park Radio. This is Electrosteam Radio Show. My name is Ed K, and we have numerous guests in the studio along with Max Pokrovsky himself, the frontman of Nogusvelo band. Just coming back to the previous episode, I gave a little bit of a highlight of your trips all over the world, and recently you went to Kamchatka region, which is about, what, 8,000...
Kamchatka is wonderful.
Kamchatka is wonderful. So this is like just to give our listeners and viewers some idea where Kamchatka is located. It's about 8,000 kilometers or even more from here. It's really far. So
It's 8,000 to the right from Moscow and to the left from New York City.
oh, so if you're going west,
If you go west, yeah.
you go, okay,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to mess
mess with me.
to bring as much mess as possible. But I'm actually correct. And how they say is people say Kamchatka is where Russia begins.
Kamchatka is where Russia begins.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that's good.
So you were there at the start of it all,
Yes.
when it all started,
Start. You mean start like history or geographically?
like both.
Yes. Yeah, actually, it's Chukotka, maybe a little bit more to the east, but still, they say where Russia begins.
Well-
And there is like a monument. The beginning of Russia, Kamchatka is here.
How does it look like?
It's like I have a picture. I will show you the picture, but it's a big, huge bear on
Bear.
top of the top or whatever.
Appropriate.
Yes, it's like a bear symbol, kind of symbol of Russia, and
Right.
like how it begins with bear.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Mishka.
And you went there because of the ski resort, didn't you? Or
No.
No?
We had an amazing gig. There was a snow, it's a snow way, snow like.
snowmobiling?
No, it's festival.
Oh, it's
the
a
word
mus-
snow. It's not like snowboarding festival. It's just the name of the festival. Yeah, we were the part of the festival. It was wonderful.
So I didn't realize that. So you went to a music festival. Who was organizing that festival? Which entity?
I would say the city. The
city of,
the city of
Petropavlovsk-Kamchatka?
Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, yes. By the way, wonderful people.
I'm sure, yes,
Yeah.
because there is probably not that many people, and someone actually said it's about
It's
what
300,000.
300,000 people, yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
like what part of New York City is it? Like 10th part or no? The 20th part?
yeah, it's about Manhattan alone. I think it's 8 million people.
It's probably like 2 blocks in Long Island
Yeah, it's
City.
Yeah, but
just- yeah.
Manhattan is kind of peninsula too. It's not
Yes.
real peninsula. It's an island, but okay.
Peninsula.
Peninsula.
Peninsula. Okay, peninsula.
Full of
Yes.
pedestrians.
Yes. Well, besides that, the last time you came here, I just want to come back to New York, and I'm glad you're traveling all over the place, and I tried to keep track where you could be at any given time. I lost my track because your Instagram post is full of different pictures that one day you're in Caribbean, second day you're in Kamchatka, and I couldn't properly track you. But
If I can tell just one single word about Caribbean, because it
Sure,
may be
yes.
interesting for those who speak Russian, for our subscribers.
Yeah.
That was Dominican Republic. It was reminding me about my participation in Ребята дорогие, последний герой. Sorry for speaking Russian. This is our Russian version of worldwide show, which is called Survivor.
Survivor,
I was
right, yeah.
participating in Russian version of Survivor about 12/13 years ago. That means I was taking part in 2 seasons of Russian Survivor, which is called The Last Hero. The Russian version is called The Last Hero.
The Last Hero, yeah.
Yeah, and just my family and I, we had a short vacation 2 or 3 weeks ago, and everything reminds me about this show. My seasons were produced in Panama, but Dominican Republic is quite close to Panama. How it looks, how it sounds, how it smells, how it feels.
Sure, yes, of course, yeah. And how much time did you spend there?
What do you mean? Vacation or seasons?
Oh,
Survivor seasons.
how many Survivor seasons? Okay,
So-
no, but
so-
I thought of vacation, but
Vacation just 7 days, but there were 7 beautiful days. I'm telling you now. And my best thing I do. I mean, the most amusing, just to myself, not to my wife. Tanya hates it, but I buy a cheapest, which is very, very common, regular machete, and find coconut and start open it. Yeah, and was like we were having kind of small excursion. We took a boat and we were visiting one like beach, island, whatever. And there were many groups of tourists there. I believe there were Americans there, and they saw me having my machete and trying to open coconut. They didn't know that I open coconut very, very well.
With machete?
With machete, yes. And when they saw me, oh, stop doing that, no. And they started to run away because like weird Russian dude with machete opening coconut.
Yeah.
I say, hey guys.
Yeah, he's
no worries, no
dangerous,
worries.
dangerous. Yeah. I would be also concerned if I saw you opening up like. You should show them like one less finger. It's fine. It's just I lost just one finger so far.
It was worth it.
You know, to me, when I was at the show, it was kind of when I opened coconut, it was related to me when I open in parentheses, in quotes, like open people, because people, their attitudes, I'm not good with English. Their attitudes, mind, their natures. It opens very, very differently, just quickly. At the show, because every survival show is kind of very, very quick life, short life. I mean short, but it's a full life, full spectrum of emotions, of relationship between people, and when you discover a new person, who I am, who they are.
So it
it's like
shows the true self.
Yes. It's like, to me, it was like opening coconut. Oh man, I say, oh man, I have already opened another coconut. Dude, I know who you are, man.
Gotcha.
That was a very long intro to your vacation time in in Caribbean. But nevertheless, let's continue with the music. I have a question, but let's play some more tracks.
We do Earthquake Shake.
The next one is an awesome one, one of my favorite ones. Ed, please play it.
I'm after big game. I call it war. I need me some meat. I only want them if they can't see the feet. Earthquake, earthquake. Shake that ass till the dance floor breaks. Earthquake, earthquake. Rock that body, make the whole house shake. Earthquake, shake. She got the thickness. Earthquake, shake. I got to hit this. Get you upstairs between the sheets. Take me to heaven, my immovable feast. Back to the party, it's time to reload. I need a breather with how close it goes. Earthquake, earthquake. Shake that ass till the dance floor breaks. Earthquake, earthquake. Rock that body, make the whole house shake. Boom, boom. Every day. Just get down there. Bang, bang. You're the one with so much more, with so much more to love. Oh, sad morning, I'm so lonely. What I just did hit and run. But wait, there's something. It's a number. Call her up. The party's just begun. Earthquake, shake. She got the thickness. Earthquake, shake. I got to hit this. Earthquake, shake. Give me a witness. Earthquake, shake. Earthquake, earthquake. Shake that ass till the dance floor breaks. Shake that ass till the dance floor breaks. Earthquake.
And that was Earthquake Shake by Nogu Svelo by Max Pokrovsky, who is with me in the studio at Maker Park Radio. All right, then. Something I wanted to ask you in the previous episode, and in the previous segment, I wanted to ask you, just first of all, I wanted to remind that you came back here in October for another edition of Electrosteam.
Last year.
Last year, yes. Right after when you were taking a break, you finished up your American and Canadian tour, and you were taking a break getting ready for your 30th anniversary tour in Russia at that point. And that was a short break while you were getting ready. We grabbed you, brought you to the studio, and then after that you went to play in Russia in a lot of different places, in a lot of different cities, and big different types of concert halls, including the one in Kremlin Hall.
Right.
Could you tell us how did it all go? And I mean, that was a lot of different shows. I can't even imagine how do you keep going through all these shows.
Yes, that was the main gig of the last year. We celebrated our 30th anniversary. It was a wonderful gig because we were preparing very, very seriously. We redone. We redid our video art. We found more musicians. We used 4 drummers, like Japanese style of drumming. We used horns. It's not like a trumpet section. We have our regular trumpet section, like trombone, trumpet, saxophone, and also we use horn, like those big, huge pipes. So that was a wonderful gig. I would love to have this show all over the world. It's pretty expensive, though.
Oh yeah. How many people you had on stage altogether for the show in, let's say, in Kremlin?
The regular lineup is 6 people. 1 saxophone player is extra, 7th, and 10 more musicians, 5 horn players and 5 drummers. So 17 people.
So it's more like an orchestra.
It's more like an orchestra. It's not
orchestra.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's a good comparison because our first idea was to use a symphonic orchestra, but only, as we say in Russia, only lazy nowadays. It's not using symphonic orchestra.
So it became more like a cliche.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a real cliche, and we tried, and we did avoid this cliche.
Sure, I think it was a good move.
Yeah.
Well, but drummers, they give it a lot of energy. So those horns, actually, they are pretty, tender instruments. No matter they are huge, but they sound very, very sentimental, like this. But drums are drums, and those guys, they were dancing, they were doing different grimaces, like So, but it was all positive, but very, very powerful, I would say.
Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be it was a high energy performance. And you said we have a video, right? Do we have a video from Kremlin, right, with us, or this is not yet for sure?
No. I think in our playlist we have, but it will be closer to the final
end.
part of our broadcast. The song will be called. It is already called "We Wanna Show." So this is a live performance here, and we're ready to play it a little bit later.
That's pretty good. Okay, all right, that's good. So yes, I would like to remind our listeners and viewers. But if you're just listening to this show online, please take your time and download our app, Maker Park Radio application from App Store. It's available free of charge on the Apple Store. Just search for Maker Park Radio. Those are 3 keywords that you have to put in and download a free app. It will give you an option to listen to the audio feed or actually watch to the video feed. And application is very convenient. It's way better than using a website. However, if you don't want to download it, that's fine as well. Use our website, http facebook.com/makerparkradio.nyc, and we should be there right on the front page. And why you want to do that? Because we are going to be playing music videos by the band Nogusvelo, and we have quite a few today, so stay tuned. We will start playing them very soon. I still have a few more questions for Max. He's very busy right now, becoming a videographer instead of being a musician, an actor, performer, stuntman, a singer. Did I miss anything? A gymnast, athlete? I don't have enough fingers on my hands, so let's move on.
No, I'm just a musician.
And just a musician. Tell me about your most favorite performance or most favorite venue, most favorite club.
Here in NYC.
Not. I mean, on your, let's say, while you were touring, you toured in the United States last year, Canada, and then you went to Russia. Out of all the places you played, all of the places.
All right, there is a wonderful place here in New York City. We didn't perform at this venue during our last September tour.
Yep.
But that was our first very big and successful gig here in New York City about 3, maybe 4 years ago. This venue is called The Cutting Room.
Okay.
It's here in Manhattan. Not here, we are in Staten Island, but it's in New York City in Manhattan. And we love this place so much, and we just made our decision a couple months ago that we have to have another gig here, which is gonna happen in 1 week actually.
Yeah, we will talk about that gig as well. And okay, very well. My other question to you, which concert had the most standing ovation? Because I watched a number of your videos, and a lot of people don't sit on your concerts, obviously. People dance and they party.
All right, this is a good question. I am not sure that one of the gigs that happened just a couple of weeks ago had most standing ovation, but the communication with the audience was unbelievable. That was city of Minsk, which is the capital of Belarus. In Russian I say Belarusia. This is an old style of word, but I call this beautiful country just Belarus. It's not just, it's Belarusia. I must confess, we hadn't been having gigs in Belarus for like 4 years, roughly, and we need to come back to our audience. We didn't expect a lot of people at the venue because, you know, when you tour, you need to be constantly on tour. But we have some solid amount of people. It was not a huge amount of people, but it was more than I expected. But how we communicated with people, how they asked us to perform the songs, I had already forgotten long time ago before. Also, we had our new lineup, very, very young musicians, the most of lineup. So guys didn't know the songs. I didn't. I mean, I know the songs, but I couldn't play them with my bass. I'm also a bass player. So I started to do something on stage, just like I say, online, as just at the gig, and how people supported us. Russians, my beloved Russian audience, they are watching us too. So we have a song about small dog Пёсик. It's called Пёсик. У тебя был пёсик, мокрый носик. It's like so that was like how original sounds. And I asked the audience to clap and stomp like almost like We Will Rock You. Jump. And say dun 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 dun. It was so good in interaction with the audience. I will remember it forever.
Okay. So the best venue was in the last few months. It was the one in the city of Minsk in Belarus. That's
the venue is kind of good. It's real good.
What's the name? What's the name of the venue?
It's called Prime Hall. But I'm talking more about the audience, about our communication, our interaction with the audience. But the venue is very, very good too.
Very cool. All right, I think we wanna be going with the music theme more, and I am kind of ready to start playing some music videos of yours. And the first music video I wanna play is called "The Mainland of My Planet," right?
Yeah, in Russian, материки моей планеты. I personally call it continents. Because
Continents.
continent, but mainland is also good.
So let's stand by. Let me just put the video on. And that's why I ask you, friends, listeners, viewers, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, to download the app or to go to our website so you can actually watch the videos as well. Stand by. I'm going to put it on.
Yeah, while you're putting it, I want to tell that we produced this video. We shot this video a couple years ago, 1 year ago and 1.5 years ago, somewhere here in Fire Island, the part of Staten Island. It's like very, very close to where we are now. Ready? It was an amazing experience.
Дом из белых простыней, весь в помаде. Знаю, он английский лорд, нет, иранский шейх. Вести с маковых полей в нежном взгляде. Пал сегодня Третий Рим или Третий Рейх. Ветры в океане.
and that was the mainland of my planet by Nogusvelo. Very nice video clip, very nice music video, Max. And can you give us a little bit of background? Who made this video? Who was the videographer? Who created the concept?
It's funny. Just we are three friends. One friend of us, his name is Fred. The beautiful actress, her name is Zhenya, and one person who operated Joan, probably if I pronounce right, who operated the drone. So as I say, it was fun because this how can this как мы говорим палатка по-английски, this
The tent?
Actually tent, maybe, okay, this white, let's say tent.
You're talking about beach tent?
Yeah. I just created it. I went to a hardware store
Yeah.
in our neighborhood,
Yeah.
and explained the guy what I need to build. It's not build like
For the video, the
yeah,
as
for the-
prompt
yeah,
for your videos.
Yeah, so he did everything to me, and then I rented car and we did everything by, as I say, for people.
That's cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
I like those like breakbeat influences in the song.
Thank you so much. It's not me.
Very nice drums.
Thank you so much. I would love to thank a very, very talented producer, Ming. His artist name is Ming.
He's local.
He's local. He's here in Harlem. His name is Aaron Albano. It's a very interesting story. The most part of audio tracks and ideas are really, really old, and I'm not afraid of saying that. I created them about 10 or even 15 years ago using my old PC computer, using Steinberg, or how can I pronounce?
Steinberg.
Yes, software. Then computer, it's gone like long time ago, and I wanted to go back to the song. We asked Tanya, and I asked our son to recreate the old computer. Our son is living in Moscow now, so I grabbed all audio files, and it was not audio files. I grabbed like
MIDI.
Yeah, MIDI created audio files.
Right.
Don't care about it. And brought here to New York City, and Aaron he finished this song with me, and it sounds pretty contemporary now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Very cool.
I like the combination of that contemporary breakbeat and the video. It's very, I think,
Yeah, the
organic.
video,
Yeah,
nice.
Right.
It's very sexy, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
nice slow mo's.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's funny. We are in the process of making a new video now. That will be a video in Russian for Russian market. The song will be called Trains and Planes. Actually, planes and trains. About something. But the story of this video will be completely different to the music. It's very, very different. So you mentioned that how you feel this beat, it's pretty fast and active beat with the slow ocean waves video. So we like kind of controversy.
So we're kind of like a creative dissonance.
Dissonance,
like,
it's
music and
probably
visuals.
it's not the right word. Excuse my English again. Yes, dissonance, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we'll see.
All right, let's move on. Okay, so I'd like to make one announcement before we forget and play just the videos, and I know we can just spend 2-3 hours just doing so. I would like to announce the upcoming concert, which is coming next week on March 29 at a very stylish and like pretty prestigious New York club, which is located in the heart of Manhattan, and it's called the Cutting Room. And you will be performing with the band Nogusvelo, but musicians that are local to New York.
The local lineup of Nogusvelo.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's still authentic because we are. It's not like hired musicians and it's like real band.
Real band. And I am pretty sure the concert is going to be amazing. We have plans for video streaming, but we'll announce that a little later, how to watch and when and how. But the cool part, the best part, that you can actually get discounted tickets. If you go to at the Eventbrite, Anya, correct me. Yes, at Eventbrite, you can now get discounted tickets till the end of today. Just put in the code EDKA. Is that correct? Yes. So if you put in
this is your.
Yeah, EDKA, which is I'm using my name. I'm using my.
Why not?
The power. Yes. So you can get a discounted ticket, 50% off. From now until the end of the day for the concert of Nogusvelo, and I think it's an excellent deal. You will go see a very uplifting, energetic, and positive concert by Nogusvelo, and you'll pay only half price for that. On top of that, we have something else. We thought that we can actually do a small raffle and let people get a free ticket as well. Max is in search of a better name for his band, which in Russian it's we pronounced that name a number of times today, which is called Nogusvelo in Russian, and in English it translates as "I have a cramp in my leg." And it's kind of long name. If someone can come up with a better translation for his band, please send us your text to makerparkradio.nyc chat, and if your suggestion will get picked, you'll get a free ticket. So once again, find a better translation for the band Nogusvelo or "I have a cramp in my leg" for the American pop, for the American audience, so it sounds more sexier, better, and nicer. And post your version into makerparkradio.nyc chat. We will monitor the chat starting now, and if you will be picked, then you'll get a free ticket to the concert, which is next week at the Cutting Room.
I may give one one tip.
One tape?
Tip, one hint, one tip.
One more hint, yes.
Yes, so it's better to have an exclamation point event. Because as I say...
It's a trademark, right?
It's not like I have a cramp in my leg. It's O F word me. Of me. I have a cramp in my leg.
That sounds cool. So stick with us. We're going to play another video. And this time we're choosing a video which is describing, it sort of shows how the concerts are prepared, and it's called, the name of the video is called Games with Fire, or in Russian.
In Russian, игры с огнем. I like to say fire games, but it's not a right translation. And this video is about my regular day, but the regular day when the first half of the day I am here on one continent, and just in a couple of hours, okay, not couple of hours, in several hours, I play show somewhere in Russia. It's like how I've been living within the next 3 or 4 years.
Где ты, там и я, где я, там и ты. Вот наши клыки, вот наши хвосты. Добыча моя, добыча твоя. Мы вместе уснем, мы вместе проснемся. Где ты, там и я. Где ты, там и я.
Привет, как ты летел?
Нормально.
Где день, там и свет. Где снег, там и след. Там летом менты срывали цветы, но их больше нет. Последняя ночь огнями зажглась. Охота на нас уже началась, уже началась. Игры с огнем, мы до конца будем вдвоем. Мы до утра будем с тобой бежать. Этим людям нужны игры с огнем. Мы не хотим сдаться живьем. Мы не уйдем, просто уснем и проснемся опять.
Давайте еще раз это сыграем, пацаны, последний припев, пожалуйста.
Две шкуры лежат на теплом полу. Я встречу тебя где-то там наверху. Две пули еще
У нас сразу тянется, просто бэком.
в сердцах горячи. Мы вместе уснем, мы вместе проснемся, где я, там и ты. Игры с огнем, мы до конца будем вдвоем. Мы до утра будем с тобой бежать. Этим людям нужны игры с огнем. Мы не хотим сдаться живьем. Мы не уйдем, просто уснем и проснемся опять. Звезды холодов не боятся. Знай себе, горят и резвятся. Звезды дни, как мы, не считают. И весной, как снег, не растают. Игры с огнем, мы до конца будем вдвоем. Мы до утра будем с тобой бежать. Этим людям нужны игры с огнем. Мы не хотим сдаться живьем. Мы не уйдем, просто уснем и проснемся опять.
Вау, какой кайф! Раз, два, три!
Мы не уйдем, просто уснем и проснемся опять. Игры с огнем, мы до конца будем вдвоем. Мы до утра будем с тобой бежать. Этим людям нужны игры с огнем. Мы не хотим сдаться живьем. Мы не уйдем, просто уснем и проснемся опять.
You're listening to Maker Park Radio, Electrosteam radio show. My name is Ed K. We are broadcasting live from Staten Island, New York at Maker Space, the hub for the arts, for the makers, for creators. Anybody who likes to craft, come here to Makerspace Hub, and you can find tons of different classes: welding classes, pottery classes, woodworking classes, anything, metalworks, and on and on and on. And we're so glad and happy to be here. By the way, I'd like to thank Chris Wallace and Tom Ferry, the directors of this radio station, for taking care of the station, giving us a chance to all the creative people to be here and make these shows and broadcast it for you, for your enjoyment, free of charge. Thanks to them. All right, and today in the studio I am with special people, very special guests, musicians, creators, promoters, organizers, producers, and much more, and just really good people. And they are Max Pokrovsky on my left.
Thank you.
I'm switching the camera so we can see who I am announcing here. So Max right here. Ed Lukyanov, a co-host to this show. Anya, a team member of Nogusvelo team, who is helping to organize the events, sell tickets, and organize social media and much more. And his beloved half, a manager, director, the boss of the party, the boss of the band, Tatiana Pokrovskaya. Awesome. And we just watched a video that we played the video, which is the name of the song for the music video, Games with Fire. And the reason why I chose this video is because it kind of shows the scale of concerts you do, which is not a minor scale, it's a major scale. People love your music.
Thank you, sir.
A lot of people, yes, absolutely. Your Instagram is bloating with messages and comments, and you know, you're a pretty popular dude.
Thank you, sir.
So how do you feel carrying that burden?
How do you deal with it?
How do you deal with that?
I deal well because I had been prepared inside, like mentally, long time before. So I don't know, I can judge myself or myself evaluate or just analyze myself from inside. It's better for you guys to see who I am and how I look like, what I look like, but it's just I live my regular life.
You know, we had a moment last year when we were coming back from your first interview here. We were
By ferry.
By the ferry, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
And someone actually approached you, like a young girl. She was Russian speaking, and she's like, "Oh, can I have a selfie with you?"
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
are you Max? I was like, "Yeah,
That was-
that's me."
It was fantastic. The day before yesterday, I was I was on my way to the rehearsal, and I was carrying a backpack, my guitar. I was in the subway, and I was cursing infinitely, talking phone with Tanya, with my wife. We were not arguing. We were just discussing some our businesses. Sometimes it's annoying. Tanya is very busy with dealing with American things, Russian things. She connects everything. It's not easy. So it was just in the middle of very tough. It's not a tough conversation. It was tough subject, but we were on the same page. And one Russian lady on like in the station, what was it? Essex.
Essex Street.
Yeah, Essex Street. Здравствуйте. Hello. I say hello. It's just it was so. But I'm kind of happy here not to be recognized every single.
much.
Yeah, as much. So I use subway. I just carry my guitar, but again. Sometimes it happens here, but people are mostly very intelligent here. So.
And kind, right?
Right. Yeah.
Kind and just delicate.
So you went underground. That's kind of literally. Okay, cool. And just want to remind our listeners that we are doing a raffle today for to get a free ticket to his concert, to Max's concert, which is happening next week on March 29 at 7 p.m. at the Cutting Room in New York. Cutting Room is that venue is located in the heart of Manhattan on East 32nd Street. And I have to tell you that you're lucky because it's a very stylish and glamorous looking club over there. Yeah, it's should be very inspiring. Should feel really inspiring to be playing there.
Yes, it's a kind of a funny story. First time we were there, we were very annoying at our sound check and very loud. And the owner or co-owner of this club, a very, very kind gentleman. His name is Steve. He was very, very kind to us. But I know and I remember how big this burden was for him to survive our sound check. And
Are you loud? Is that why?
loud and annoying, and I was claiming a lot of things. But after our show, he came to me and told me, Max, every time you want to play here, just let me know. We give you a time slot, and you will be here. Actually, yesterday we spent some time there because we were shooting one episode for our upcoming video there. In this club at this venue too. So the cutting room is kind of our, if I may say, like home stage.
Not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all. All right, I think we should move on with the music. And the next track I'd like to play, actually the next music video I'd like to play is called SOS in the S. So stand by.
While you're starting this video, it's a very, very old version of the song, but we will be perform the updated version with verses at the gig. So just listen to it as kind of a demo.
SOS in the S, SOS in your S, SOS in the S. SOS in your S, SOS up your ass, SOS in the ass.
SOS in the S. SOS in the S.
You're listening to Maker Park Radio. This is Electrosteam. My name is Edka. And we just played a music video by Nogusvelo, which is called SOS in the S. What a good rhyme.
What does that even mean?
Well, it's more for Max to respond to that.
Who are you asking?
It was a tricky question.
Who is calling? Who is calling?
Yeah, it's like I saw it from somewhere. Okay, let's see.
Tricky question.
Yeah. Tricky answer.
So listen, speaking of fame and recognizing and everything, last year you had 30 years of nogusvelo, right?
Right.
And I'm curious about the beginnings, how it all started, because it was 1988, right?
Very, very beginning
The
of 1980, 88 actually, yes.
And it's Soviet Union, about 4 years until it all collapsed. And
Right.
and I'm going a little bit perhaps like somewhat political and censorship and everything. How did you deal with it? Because as an alternative band in the Soviet Union, I assume it wasn't that easy.
It was unbelievably easy when I started because perestroika,
Of course, Gorbachev,
started,
yes.
and yes, Gorbachev, and they officialized rock clubs. St. Petersburg rock club, Sverdlovsk, Yekaterinburg now, and Moscow. In Moscow, they called it. It was a very, very good name, Moscow Rock Laboratory. It's very tricky and funny. It was still controlled by KGB, but there was no pressure. It was like it's better to take control, but again, no pressure at all.
But in what sense did they control it? Like, were they like in rehearsals telling you, not telling you?
Because perestroika already started. Rock was official, and it was better just to help some musicians. So this laboratory, this club, actually, rock club, was kind of official organization. They provided us even with smaller, equipment like gear, a couple speakers, whatever we needed. Not whatever we needed for rehearsals. They officialized. I don't know how to tell it in English. We don't have here in the state this like officialized our lyrics. It was official, like they stamped,
Approved.
they signed, approved. Yeah, actually approved. Yes, so it was like official. Officially, we existed, and that's it. And that's it. And also being connected, we had connections between us. I mean, between musicians. It was kind of community. I don't want to over evaluate. But it was really helpful and necessary, this rock club.
So in a way, back then, it was actually demand for new music, new alternative music.
Oh, man, it was so. I would never exist. I would never have started my career if it was not that time. It hadn't been that time because Moscow was so open, so creative. Couple years after that, in the very, very beginning of 19th, pop music in Russia was so bad. It's now actually
horrendous.
good. It's now actually not bad. But it was so bad, so annoyed, and people were so annoyed and so open for something new. So that was my time. Yeah. So Nogusvelo, we've never been a number one band, but we've always been a real big band. Sorry for saying that. It's not modest, but we still.
Well, I think you found your niche, sort of. You found
We did.
your
We did.
audience.
Yes.
And you were, I think, at the right time, right place.
Absolutely, and my ambitions ended. They didn't end. But it's still something changed about 10 to 12 years ago when I realized that show. It's like kind of. You rather need to be regular rather than outstanding. So it's a problem to me. We have always been outstanding, and what I still can find and can feel here in the States. Not really. Actually, it's very difficult to me because I'm mostly Russian speaking. No matter, I have a lot of songs in English. We play them now, and we are going, by the way, to perform a lot of songs in English at our show
Next week?
next week. But again, but here the main rule is be yourself, be outstanding, and be unique. In Russia, it's kind of not like this now.
So it's more of a, like you have to show your face on TV just for no reason, sort of.
No. It's very necessary all over the world to show your
Yeah.
face. But I mean, the music itself, for example, to be played on the radio, you need to be kind of stream of saying mainstream. I'm not saying about like mainstream like pop music. Like to be part of the, how can we say, in Russian we say like gray mass, like gray majority of stylistically. It's not. I understand it's not. It's a little bit weird for American ear to say gray mass. It's kind of Russian expression, like a part of something which is very, very regular, not outstanding, not unique. It's not good to me because I have no formula. I have no recipe how to create a
I
hit.
think it's not even in style of nogusvelo be like everybody else, like being that part of that gray
I
mass.
tried a couple of times, because sometimes you are not strong all the time throughout your life.
Yeah.
There are some periods in your life when you kind of give up. I'm not saying that I give up, and I'm not saying I have ever given up, but sometimes you are not.
So you had
as
those
strong.
moments when you're like, nah.
Yeah,
not sure
yeah,
now.
right. Let me write the song. It's a kind of it flows like it matches the common sense. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say in Russian and English. It's a little bit sad part of what we are experiencing, and that's it.
All right. I think it's a good time to play the next clip. While you were saying that you're not the popular band and blah 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 blah, I remember that I think just 2 months ago your band won the top I don't know what is top 40, top 100 on the Chartova Duzhina, the radio chart. I think you were number one. Maybe
Yeah, we were
Your band
1 week Russian chart, which is called chart of like
chart
Devil's Dozen.
Like
Devil's
yeah.
Dozen.
Devil's Dozen.
Yeah. Anyway,
Because they call it chart. We know this word chart is very, very similar to Russian word chart, which is devil.
Devil.
So they call Devil's Dozen.
It's a good name. It's a good name.
We
You belong
won,
there.
We won
definitely.
this chart like about maybe it's pretty. Actually, today is Friday. Tata, have we checked today? Are we still in the chart? No, we haven't checked. But okay, we'll check. We were number one about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
And how many bands participated? I bet you like thousands of bands.
No, really, those ones who are on the air. I mean, who are being rotated at a certain period of time.
So just
40 bands, maybe 50 bands.
just to make the challenge more challenging. So you got top 40 promoted bands and managed bands, which are already on the radio and TV and all that stuff, and you competing against those 40, which is already tough enough, and you gotten number one place.
Actually, it's very, very similar to how charts are created all over the world. Like, let's say Billboard, it's the same. Yeah, and it's funny. I never hit number one position in my life, so that was first time.
Congratulations! Let's watch your
Thank you.
big hit video clip. Stay tuned.
What is that? What is that? This is summer. Yes. We used our socials. It's like it's a reminder of rumination. What's the right word?
Не все еще допито, не все еще допето. Вы в Сочи на 2 ночи, а мы в Питер без билета. На ланче 2 мохито и порция омлета. Все остальное это доза ультрафиолета. Купается планета в лучах дневного света. А мы с тобой опять зависли где-то. На ланче 2 мохито и порция омлета. Это лето в нашем гетто.
Лето в нашем гетто, сигарета, амаретта.
Лето в нашем гетто. Сигарета, амаретта.
Отправляемся, все!
История поширена, история забыта. Московская шпана и красноярская элита находятся в режиме постоянного транзита. Не все еще допето, не все еще добито. Купается планета в лучах дневного света. А мы с тобой опять зависли где-то. На ланче 2 мохито и порция омлета. Это лето в нашем это.
All right, and that was Nogusvelo, "Summer in Our Ghetto." The name of that music video and the name of the song. I think it's one of your best works, and musically, energetically, and the video is also very well done.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, and especially those parts where people are singing in the background as a part of the performance. I mean, like the audience, the best.
Yeah, I use my phone at the gigs, the biggest gigs. That was summer, so we have a lot of open airs, and I use my phone and I ask the crowd, just sing with me, please. Just we included those shots in our video.
No, that was a great idea.
Thanks.
For sure.
Yeah, that's very cool. I actually looks like I playing a little part of the next video, but I'm taking it back. We're not gonna play that right now. We're gonna play the right video which we selected.
Let this one be a little. It's very popular in Russia. It's called. Okay, just let's.
It's called, but let's skip it. I can't translate that song so quickly, right?
Yes.
I think it's called "Little People Love." Is
Okay,
that? That's what it is, right?
This is what I was trying to.
Little people.
Yeah.
Max, why don't you remind our listeners that you're offering a discount for your tickets for the upcoming show at the Cutting Room next week on March 29th at the
Yes, guys. So if you would love to see us live, just come over, please. And for those who can hear us now, who are listening to us now, we are happy to offer 50% discount.
50% discount if you go to Eventbrite and search for Nogusvelo and use the code EDKA, EDKA, Edward, David, Karen, Apple. Good enough. This is your discount code. Just put that in and you'll get 50% off on his upcoming concert, which is just in one more week.
Yes, and Nogusvelo is NOGU space SVELO. And never forget about exclamation point.
And on top of that, we have another raffle happening right now. If any one of you can come up with a better translation of the name Nogusvelo, In English, direct translation in English would be I have a cramp in my leg. Max doesn't like this translation. He wants it to be better, nicer, sexier, and so on. But the idea is that he has a cramp in his leg. If you can come up with a better way, better translation, please post it on our chat at makerparkradio.nyc, and you'll get a free ticket to his show on March 29 at the Cutting Room. I think it's a win-win situation. Listen, how much are the tickets to your show anyway?
The regular, so early bird was $25. The regular is $30, and it's a kind of if I have a sec, I would love to comment that, because actually Russian style of selling tickets and Russian bands are pretty expensive here, because Russian audience here in New York City, they used to pay $50 and more for Russian stars. And as soon as we are more local band here, we are in the process of transition, so our tickets are still pretty good. Good or expensive?
Okay, reasonably priced. Let's put it this way.
Reasonably priced. But again, we are doing a lot of songs in English. And we are hoping to see mixed audience, Russian speaking and English speaking, like native whatever American audience, like American, whatever American again. So we know how big prices are for young bands, for new bands. We are not a young band, but we're still a new band here. So this is why I'm more than happy to tell one more time about this discount.
Sounds good. Are you okay with aliens, extraterrestrial kind of things?
What is that?
Like aliens?
Aliens, yes.
Aliens are okay. Aliens, people from other planets, I'm saying.
I understand. I've another confession. I've been waiting for them within 2 or 3 last years. I'm sure they will come.
They will.
I mean, to me personally.
Absolutely.
And give me some superpower.
I'm going to give it to you in just in a minute. Let's watch another music video of yours and come back. Stand by.
Хочу иметь детей, я только от тебя. Пускай ты лилипут, а я горбатая. Забудь, что все вокруг толкают и плюют. Возьми мое тепло и ласку, и уют. Ты слышишь динь-динь-динь, ты знаешь дам-дам-дам, тебя в обиду, милый, я не дам. Ты слышишь дам-дам-дам, ты знаешь динь-динь-динь, теперь ты будешь милый моим. Но как-то раз с утра я выпал из окна. Я счастлив был с тобой. Прощай, моя жена. Ночь придет опять, но ты не будешь спать, а сядешь в уголок и будешь вспоминать. Ты пела динь-динь-динь, шептала дам-дам-дам, тебя в обиду, милый, я не дам. Как пела дам-дам-дам, шептала динь-динь-динь, нехорошо с тобою. Вырос сын баскетболистом, я ха-ха-ха-ха, волосатым мускулистым, я ха-ха-ха-ха. Он везде хватает мячик и кидает вдаль, у него медаль. Вырос сын баскетболистом, и го-го-го-го, волосатым мускулистым, и го-го-го-го. Он осуществил мечту погибшего отца, погибшего отца, погибшего отца. Бывало дам-дам-дам, не без тебя так плохо, где ты там? Помнишь дам-дам-дам, бывало динь-динь-динь, на-на-на-на-на-на-на. Динь-динь-динь, теперь ты будешь только моим.
And that was the music video Small People's Love. I think we have a candidate for a free ticket, but please please continue to submit your names, and we will consider different names. We have one potential winner so far.
Yeah, I love this name, but I'm not
Not convinced yet.
Not out loud. No.
Not out of. That's not your final decision yet.
No, I mean, I just don't want to discover it.
We don't want to. Yeah.
Uncover. I mean.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Disclose
Yeah.
Sorry.
Disclose it yet.
Disclose, yeah.
We don't want it to disclose. Let's continue to play more music videos. The time is ticking. It is 3:26 p.m. You are listening to Maker Park Radio, and we are hoping you are going to watch it as well, because we are actually playing music videos online. You can check it at makerparkradio.nyc or download a free app from App Store. Search for Maker Park Radio NYC. The next music video is coming up right now.
It's called it probably will be Our Young Funny Voices. Many people said it's our best video. I would agree.
Искусственного лета мы лежим на кофейном столе, и в лучах искусственного света раны застывают, как желе. Люди больше не услышат наши юные смешные голоса. Теперь их слышат только небеса. Люди никогда не вспомнят наши звонкие смешные имена. Теперь их помнит только тишина. Злой маньяк гуляет на свободе, чтобы жертву новую найти. Он решает, что сегодня в моде у странников последнего пути. Люди больше не услышат наши юные смешные голоса. Теперь их слышат только небеса. Люди никогда не вспомнят
like the song. Very beautiful song.
Thank you so much.
I think when you play it live, it's like people react
yeah,
with
yes, many
iPhones,
many,
light up
yes,
iPhones and
yes,
stuff.
yes. Many flashlights, many
Flashlights,
fans, yes.
All right. Looks like a different video was playing than the one we wanted to play. Looks like the video format didn't work out. I'll take a look while you guys take over the microphones. Let me fix that up.
Okay. We're happy to talk.
All right, so for the next week, do you find it like in terms of rehearsal? The Garden Room, is that bigger area than the Williamsburg Hall that you played last year?
No, it's not as big, but it's pretty similar. I would say it's not as big, but we are here, like we are playing gigs constantly here, so we need to find the best capacity for us.
So it's going to be fairly like up close and personal gig, right? So you'll be like in within the reach. Pretty much people can like. Hey.
Yes, but the cutting room is still pretty big venue, not to be like.
I've never been there yet. So
Yeah.
the next week will be my first time to see you live there.
Yes, man.
I saw you last year at the Williamsburg, and that was amazing. Like I said it last time, the energy was insane.
Thank you so much. Just thank you so much, and we are doing a lot for the local lineup to be very, very authentic, to be exactly like it is in Russia. So, for example, a couple years ago, while touring, we didn't have any brass section, any brass. But now we have the trumpet and the trombone players exactly the same way as we have it in Russia, as we have them. So we spend a lot of time and effort to be be real nogusvelo band here.
Authentic as it can be. Awesome. Well, I'm so looking forward to see you next week. And also just to remind our listeners that it's going to be a live stream as well. So you will be able to watch it anywhere in the world.
Yes, and
On
we are
your
getting
channel as
ready for that. Yes.
On your YouTube channel as well.
YouTube channel as well. Also, you guys can check all our videos. Just visit nogusvelo YouTube channel. Everything is here. All our videos.
You have so much material in there.
Yes, and we are getting more and more done. About 1 month and 1.5 months ago, we spent the entire day at YouTube Space. NYC, who knows about that? So this is a pretty amazing space, and we filmed 4 videos in English, including Earthquake Shake that we played earlier, including Crocodile People we played earlier. So we are expecting more and more videos because we are getting for our US releases one by one, and we're establishing everything now. So we are establishing we're adjusting our socials for the US market. So more and more videos.
Excellent, that's the way.
Of course.
All right, guys, I have to make my technical conclusion. Looks like a couple of videos decided to flip on us, and they don't want to be properly encoded with our computer. So the next video we have, which will be working, is the one that you played in, I believe, in Kremlin, in the Kremlin's music hall.
Yes, this is live video, and I love this video, and the song is to be performed next Friday. It's called "We Wanna Show." I'm happy to play it.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
You do it slow, I do it fast. You're my east, I am your west. I wanna shout, I wanna shout. I wanna show you, baby, how I rock and roll.
Dance now, everybody dance now.
I'm your sun, you're my moon. I'm coming later, you'll get it soon. I wanna shout, I wanna shout. I wanna show you, baby, how I rock and roll. When the light out is spark, the sky will never be dark. Dancing in every time zone. Moscow, New York, London, Bangkok. We'll be dancing to the radio. Come on, grab a balloon, let's let us play, let's spin like a hurricane on the run. We'll take the Milky Way from Tokyo to LA as we walk around the city sun. You're my harbor, I'm your ship. You're my ticket, I'm your trip. I wanna shout, I wanna shout. I wanna show you, baby, how I rock and roll. I am relaxed, you're so stressed. I'm oversexed, you're underdressed. I wanna shout, I wanna shout. I wanna show you, baby, how I rock and roll. When we light out the spark, the sky will never be dark. Dancing in every time zone. Moscow, New York, London, Bangkok. We'll be dancing to the radio. Come on, grab a balloon, let's let us play and spin like a hurricane on the run. We'll take the Milky Way from Tokyo to LA as we walk around the city sun. А сейчас мы с вами вместе споем We Wanna Show. Вы готовы? Внимание! Раз, два, три. Воу! We wanna show, we wanna show. Come on! Воу! We wanna show, we wanna show. So turn on the radio and sing along. When we light up the spark, the sky will never be dark. Dancing in every time zone. Moscow, New
You are listening to Maker Park Radio at Makerspace, broadcasting live from Staten Island, New York. The time is 3:39 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. My name is Ed Ka. I am here in the studio with a very prominent guest. His name is Max Pokrovsky, who is a lead singer, a frontman, and a producer of a popular band, Nogu Svelo, Russian and a Moscow and New York-based band. Max.
Hello again.
Hello, yes. And he is here today because we are trying to promote, we are promoting your next concert, which is on March 29
Right.
at the Cutting Room. And as we said in the previous segment, we have a potential winner to get a free ticket. There was one person who suggested a very good suggestion to get a free ticket, and we will name who that person is at the end of the show. However, you can still try to find a better name for I Have a Cramp in the Leg. That's a direct translation of the Russian title for the band, Nogusvelo. Please keep trying and send us your suggestions. And at the same time, you can get discounted tickets from now and until the end of today, until the 12 a.m., 11:59 p.m. in the other words. Just go to Eventbrite and put in the discount code. The discount code is, get ready, take your pencils and write this down, EDKA, all one word, EDKA. And search for the name of the band, Nogu Svelo, Nogu space SVELO. And I think we can play the next video clip. Let me put it on.
Always happy to play.
We can select which one do you want to play. Let me see. Butter. That's the video clip. Maslow.
Okay.
Are we good with that?
It's not butter. It's oil.
You're right. Yeah, I'm thinking
it's-
about what.
No,
You're absolutely right. It's oil.
It's for mechanism.
Okay. Yes. What did I say? Butter.
Getting hungry, huh?
Yeah, I'm not that hungry right now. Yeah. Hold on.
Ходят детали, поршни педали плавно качаются, крутятся, вертятся, гнутся и греются, но не ломаются. Масло нам нужно с тобой, чтоб звезда не погасла. Масло нам нужно с тобой, когда ты дышишь так часто. Ты дышишь так сладко, ты гладишь так гладко. Лампочка красная медленно гаснет и вновь загорается. Вечер вчерашний из памяти нашей плавно стирается. Масло нам нужно с тобой, чтоб звезда не погасла.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Maker Park Radio. My name is Edka, and we are here today with Max Pokrovsky, and we're getting ready for the concert which is happening next week. Pay attention now, and you can get a discounted ticket with a promo code for his concert at on March 29 at the Cutting Room. Just go to Eventbrite and put in the promo code EDKA and get 50% discount. Look for his name for the band Nogu Svelo. And now we are going to play another song of his, which is called, I think it's called Rock My Horse.
Rocking Horse.
Rocking Horse.
Why, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. Just keep rocking my horse. Like bees making honey, springtime bunnies. All night, that's the way we are. There may be bills to pay, life may get in our way, but life can't turn off our hearts. Why, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. Just keep rocking my horse. My job is on the line, cause we are working overtime. Can't stay awake behind the wheel. Doctor says get some rest, mom says your life's a mess, but they can't change the way I feel. Why, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. Just keep rocking my horse. I see you everywhere I go. And when these halcyon days are gone, we will still be rocking on. Like bees making honey, springtime bunnies. All night, that's the way we are. There may be bills to pay, life may get in our way, but life can't turn off our hearts. Why, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Why, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, don't you sleep every night? You rock my horse, you rock my horse. Oh, baby, let's not sleep, turn down the lights. You rock my horse, you rock my horse.
And that is Rocking Horse by Nogu Svelo. And we're going to play another track right now because we're running out of time. The title of the next track is...
That will be my best friend, my good friend. His name is Brad Cox. He's in Atlanta. I'm not saying Atlanta. The producer, we co-produced this track, which is called We All Fall.
We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't you let it win, it's taking your life. We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Save me now. Come on, save me now. So many things are testing my will. If I testify, do I need to appeal? Somehow I always seem to justify it, but when I do that, it's an internal riot. When you get the feeling, fight, fight, gotta turn your back. Try, try. Everybody's got a demon to fight, and I let this fucker beat me too many times. We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Save me now. Come on, save me now. If I'm sleeping, then let me know. See that I'm trying, don't let me go. Every height still has its low. If I'm sleeping, then let me know. See that I'm trying, don't let me go. Every high still has its low. We all fall, but you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. We all fall, we all fall, we all fall. But you're the one I call. So don't leave me alone. Don't leave me alone. Save me now. Come on, save
That was Nogusvelo. We all fall. That's the title of the song. Of course, my microphone has to be shutting off at the end of the show. It's meant to be. I would like to say thanks to all this. The time is coming to an end. Thanks to all who joined us on this edition of Electrosteam. My name is Edka. Check out their show, Nogusvelo show at the Cutting Room next Friday at 7 p.m. at the Cutting Room. And Max?
I'm happy to announce that Mr. Boris Zeldin is our winner with the name Numleg, N-U-M-B-L-E-G. .com. All right. So Numleg is a good translation for nogusvelo or for I have a cramp in my leg. Boris, спасибо большое. Boris, thank you so much. Welcome to our show. It never ends.
Woohoo! Thank you.
We're just gonna play one more video, and that would be it for this edition. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for those 2 hours of fun, guys. Thank you. See you next time.
My name is Johnny. My name is Rick. My name is Kenny. My name is Nick. My name is Lucy. My name is Susie. My name is Carol. Just like the blame, I love to hear you say my name. I need you to ride my train. I need you to fly my plane. I need to hear you say my name.
Where are you looking at, jackass?
My name is Tick, Tick, Tick. My name is Tick, Tick, Tick. My name is Hey, Tick. Let's party. Let's go hard, go down and dirty. Think of all the things we want to do. Hey, Tick. Let's get crazy. All the girls say you're amazing. Everyone's the best with you. My name is Tick, Tick, Tick. My name is Tick, Tick, Tick. My name is Tick, Tick, Tick. My name is Tick. It's nice to meet you.